My name is Candice Cunningham. What started the tattoos was, well, my grandmother passed, and then less than a week after we buried her, 5 days after we buried her, my father passed. And so it was just a very dark time for me at that point. I went through depression, like I think most people who deal with death go through. So I was going through depression and just, I don't know. I just thought of if I could have something with me of him, like all the time. But I wanted something that I could look at. And I have his necklace, but I wanted something more that I could say, okay, everything's going to be okay. So that's when I decided I want to get a tattoo. And that first one was this one, which basically is a semicolon. Where you could have put a period, you decided to put a semicolon. So where you could have ended it all, you just had to kind of step back, take a break, take a breath. You're okay. You can do this. And then allowed me to continue on with the rest of my life. And so when I feel that angst coming on, I just look at it and I'm like, okay, we can do this. And so then after that, I got the magnolia leaf. And so everywhere we lived in Atlanta, there was always a magnolia tree, you know, being that he's from Mississippi and it's a state flower and tree. So I kind of carry my father with me. The horseshoe is my grandmother, my father's mother. They're, again, raised in deep south of Mississippi. So they have horseshoes over all the entrances of their house. So all the luck the house has goes into the horseshoe. And if it ever falls down, that horseshoe, that good luck then falls on the house. So that's what the horseshoe is. And then the lily, because my grandmother, her name is Lily, and my mom's name is Lily, so that's why I got Lily. And the cherry blossom, because they bloom, and they bloom really nicely and really beautifully, but the blooms die quickly too. It's supposed to represent both death and fertility. So the cardinal represents where my mom is. It'll be like 5 and 6 cardinals on her back gate at one time, especially when my father first passed. And then it became one cardinal, but this cardinal came and visited her every single day. And so I Googled what a cardinal represents, because I'm like, there's something about this. And they said cardinal comes to you during times of sadness or times of celebration, because it's supposed to represent the soul of a loved one that's crossed on. This whole arm is just for family. Even the clock, because my dad worked on the railroad, so it's very much on time. Like the trains have to leave at a certain time, have to come back at a certain time. But the clock is also tattered and torn because time really doesn't exist. All of this is just an illusion. Feelings are illusion. All these things are just illusions of time. And so to be not here on this plane, you could easily exist somewhere else. That's what Einstein thought about time. That it's parallel. So just because someone doesn't exist on this earth doesn't mean that they don't exist in the cosmos at all. So that's what the destruction of the time means for me. My tattoos represent or mean my journey, you know, because I'm not going to stop here, but it also represents where I come from, the kind of stock I come from. Family is everything. I mean, they're your first examples of love, friendship. My family, we're all very close. Family is everything to me.